What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Sunday. We are live. We are live. Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm going to let everybody file in. Achieve More Huddle. This is the 11th week of the 12-week program. Amazing. We made it to 11 weeks. It's awesome. We got 2 more weeks. Well, 1 more week at this point after we go through this week's session. And I'm hoping that we get a lot of people from the last live on today because I want to hear some success stories, or I want to hear some just some information about how our last conversation, because our last conversation went really well, how that went. Hey Pam, how you doing? Me and Pam had our we were supposed to have our one of our Achieve More calls yesterday, but I was under the weather. I was out of it. I've been working all week, so my body told me we're not doing anything today. I had a really bad migraine, and getting out of the bed itself was a struggle. I didn't get a chance to get on my laptop and get stuff done. But we're here today. Hey, Justina, how you doing? Thank you for joining today. Another one of the Achieve More Playbook program client success stories. Her and Pam in here today. So I appreciate everybody for coming in. We are on the 11th week of my personal journey, my personal wig session. Y'all been here throughout the whole process, seeing everything as it has unfolded. Oh, I'm so sorry, Foxy. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Had a death in the family. Prayers to you and your family. My family recently had a death as well. So trying to adjust to the new normal. I completely understand what you're going through. So I'm sorry to hear that. I'm praying for you and your family. We all are praying for you and your family. This is a community. This is a family in itself. So when one of us are feeling sad, we are all feeling sad for you. You gonna work on it this coming weekend? Yes, this coming week. Take your time. Take your time. I like I said, I understand. Going through a time like that can be really, really tough. So take your time. We're gonna be here every week, regardless. Like next week is gonna be week 12. And then we're going to start a whole new program of 12 weeks. But the exciting news is how we're going to do it, which is what I'm going to talk about today. But this is the 11th week of this current Achieve More Huddle program that I'm doing for myself. Like I said, this is the Achieve More Huddle, Achieve More Playbook program. Is 12 weeks. This is the 11th week of that program that I've been doing for myself. And I'll go live every Sunday at 2 p.m., 11 a.m. PST Pacific, and I will go over my personal journey while I'm online, answering questions, talking with you guys, trying to help as much as I possibly can, and then show basically the way that this process works. So if we have any new people here, welcome. If we have any new people, that's watching the live, welcome as well. This is the Achieve More Huddle. We do this every Sunday at 2 p.m. Today is I did achieve I achieved a lot more tasks than I did last week, so that's good. We're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over what is the next thing for this week coming up. And like I like to explain every time, what a wig session is a wildly important goal. So whatever it is in your business, if everything stayed the exact same, if we did this one thing, which is your wildly important goal, will it take you to the next level? It should take you to the next level. So that goal right there should take your business to the next level that you're trying to reach. If everything stayed the same and you worked on this one goal right here, it should take your business to the next level. And that's what we try to do. Not try to do, that's what we do in the Achieve More program. So Playbook program. So I am happy that everybody is here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Matter of fact, before we get started, anybody have any questions? Anybody, we can talk for a second before I get started because I'm gonna be rambling. I want to answer questions before we get started. If we have any questions, if anybody has any questions. Like I said yesterday, Oh, well, one thing I will say to everybody: take time for rest. If you don't, your body will catch up with you. Your body will let you know when it's time to shut down. My body did that yesterday, and it was very very convincing on how it wanted to get that message to me. Um, so I was out of it. I had the TV was watching me at one point in time. Just had a really bad headache, and I just stayed away from everything at that point. But we are here. Make sure that's one thing I do want to say. If you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a 9 to 5 and you're an entrepreneur, if you're both, if you have a 9 to 5, you're an entrepreneur and you're a parent. If you're all three things, find some rest time because you'll burn out. Not to say I'm at burnout level, but I was tired. I did try to do a lot this past week. I was doing a lot, and at some point in time, your body's gonna let you know something, and it let me know. So it's all good though. We here today. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with our wig session for today. Let me see what we got. All right, I'll make it a little bigger, and then let me make my screen bigger. Perfect. So all right. So our current wig is 50 online sales for our client, Young Country General Store by June 3rd. I'd like to believe we're on track for that. We haven't made any sales on his website yet, but our goal last week, as we said, was to launch his website. And we successfully did that. So we successfully launched the website. We handed it over to the client. They do want to add some more inventory to the website. They had a lot of things in their inventory that they wanted to add. But that's still my wildly important goal is for them to get 50 online sales by June 3rd. We are approaching April. It's the middle of March right now. So we got a lot of time for that to happen. But it's a step-by-step process. So I was focused solely this week. I was focused only on getting his website up and running, getting all these particulars about his website done. We did that, and I'll go over what that process was like here in a second. And then, we were able to have a meeting on Friday about the website, handed it over to them. They want to add some more inventory to the website before it goes live. We're going to do an email campaign as well to the email list that they currently have, to let them know that the website's up and running. That should, get some sales up and running as well. So it's a process. It's a process. We don't stop putting in the activity until we, complete our goal. So we're going to continue down this road. Like I said, the funnel was up. And apparently after having a meeting with them last week, it's nothing exactly because I tested the funnel a couple of times for test orders, but somebody was having a problem making an order on the funnel, and he couldn't exactly explain to me why. And that's one of the things that you want to do if you have clients in your business. If you have people that you're giving a service, you want to make sure that they know that communication is very very key. Because he didn't tell me that until a week or two after the fact. And that's something that I need to know in case I needed to adjust it. And I went back and checked, and there was, of course, I did a couple of test orders on the site already, and there wasn't a problem with it. But that's something that we could have fixed that day, or that's something that we could have got done, and that's why you got to keep that line of communication open with your client. Make sure that they know that, hey, anything that goes wrong, you need to contact me, or you need to have regular check-ins. And I do have regular check-ins with this client because it's actually, a person that I grew up with. I grew up around. He's from the same area that I'm from. So when I saw his business and I saw what I was able to do for his business, I reached out to him for this opportunity. So saying all that to say, if you have a service that you're giving somebody, if communication, even if you don't have a service, even if you have a product or anything like that, customer service wise, you want to make sure the lines of communication are very, very open and free flowing, because that's how you're going to get the best experience out to your customer. So moving on. We completed the other 2 weeks. Our other wildly important goals was get a Scrum Master position, get 10 clients, and achieve more Playbook program. We completed those, so we're really excited. So we're going to go down to our lead measures and our lag measures. So this is what I was excited about today. I was excited because I got 9 tasks done last week. The goal is always 8 tasks. I got 9 tasks done, so I was excited about that because that means we were really getting some stuff done. We were really focused. We were locked in. When I say we, that's me and my VA that I have on my team now that works on the project with me. We were really locked in. Um, we got a lot of tasks done, and it was a last minute kind of thing with us. I mean, she just started last week as well, so I mean, it wasn't last minute for her, but a lot of the tasks that needed to be done was spread out so long, and it was just me doing it. So now that I had a little bit of help on doing it, that made all the difference essentially. So we were able to complete 9 tasks last week. So um, the goal was 8. We got 9 done, and we got the client. We launched the client's website. That's a win. So win is a win. A win is a win on that one. So lead measure versus lag measure. So I want to explain that for anybody that's new. Anybody that's new to the Achieve More Huddle. So the lead measure is the activity that we're putting in, how much activity that we're putting in. My lead measures is how many tasks that I put in towards my actual goal. So I want to put in, I want to put in 8 tasks per week towards my actual goal. My lag measure is how many sales I get. So 50 sales is my lag measure. So I want to put in 8 tasks per week to get to that point where I'm getting 50 sales for my wildly important goal. So that's the difference between lead and lag measure. I hope I explained that correctly, or I hope everybody's getting it. If you don't understand it, just let me know and I'll go into deeper detail. But the lead measure is always the activity that you're putting in every week or every day. So how much activity are you consistently putting into your wildly important goal? That's what that lead measure is. So we want to focus on our lead measure every week. We're not focusing on the lag measure. So I'm not focused on the fact that I want to get 50 sales. I want to get 50 sales. I know that's my goal. That's my lag measure. I'm focusing on the lead measure, which is how much activity I'm putting in every day, how much activity I'm putting in every week towards getting to that goal. So the lag measure is on the back part of our mind, and the lead measures are on the front part of our mind. So let's move on. So yes, like I said, we got 9 tasks done. Let me jump into what those 9 tasks were so I can go into a little bit more detail for you guys on what we did for this client. And if you have any questions, please ask them. Please ask them. Let me know what those questions are. So the 9 tasks we got done, we input the shipping information for the client. So when somebody makes a sale, they'll be able to ship it out directly from the website. We made sure all the buttons are correct. So every button led to the correct space and correct collection and everything like that. We enhanced the internal linking. So we had all the links within the site. We enhanced them with SEO. So we did a SEO audit as well. Making sure that everything was linked to the correct product. And then we enhanced it with SEO, which is search engine optimization. So that means once somebody is on Google or they're searching for something specific, those links will pop up, based off of what they were actually tagged as. So we did that. We added the products to the correct collection. So there's 44 pages of products that we got on this site. Made sure all those were on the correct collection. We did some website testing. In the collections, we matched them to their sub pages. So if it was men's clothing, we made sure that those collections matched the men's clothing sub page. And then we did keyword optimization, which means all the specific keywords that'll lead to these products were all the specific keywords that lead to these products were matched to the exact collections that they need to. And then we improved the on-page SEO, which means that the pages, the front page, the headings, the subheadings, all those things have the correct keywords, so that when you're typing in, let's say you're typing in something like, oh, I want to find men's top or something like that, or women's coat or luggage or something like that. Any of those type of keywords, we got those on the site so that his site can rank not a little, his site can actually rank higher in Google, so somebody can click on it and purchase his products that he has. So those were the things that we got done. Those were the things we got done this week. A lot of work. It's a lot of work to get a site done. It ain't for the faint of heart. I was up really late on Thursday, and that was before Friday was the launch date where we had our launch meeting. We went through the whole website with the client, talked about every page and everything. And that day, Thursday, I was up to like 3, making sure everything was correct. So yeah, a lot of work being put in. Sometimes you got sleepless nights, and I think that's why I shut down on Saturday. Now that I'm talking through it with y'all, I think that's actually why I shut down on Saturday. I was up till maybe 2 or 3 on Thursday night or Thursday morning at that point. I worked all day Friday. Friday was not a slow day at my job. Everything they really wanted some work done. I was at my desk from 8:30 to legitimately 5. My mom called. She's like, "You gonna take a lunch break?" I was like, "Nah, I ain't got no time to take a lunch break." And then after that, it was just, I could feel my body kind of being out of it. And then Saturday, it was like, yeah, you need to slow down, buddy. So yeah, now it makes sense after being able to talk with you guys about it. All right, here's our goal progress. Like we said, 50 sales on the site is our goal. Right now, June 3rd is our target date. We're not doing anything towards that goal right now. Which every time I come on here, I'm like, I want to make those sales, but I'm continuously focused on my activity. I'm continuously focused on my activity. Thank you, Justina. Got 9 tasks done. All right. Appreciate you. And that's what I'm focused on. And if I continue to put that effort and that work behind it every week, then I know that the lag measure, I'm gonna hit that, because June 3rd is the date that I'm supposed to be hitting this goal. So if I make sure every week I'm getting these eight tasks done, in which we've seen progress, we've gone from not having anything not having anything, but having a funnel for the client, to having products on the funnel, to having the funnel launched, to having the website created, to having the products on the website ready to go, to having the website launched. And now, they want to add a little bit more inventory to the website, but now the full website will be available. It's all a process that we're going through in order to get these 50 sales. So I'm not going to rush the process. I'm not going to feel down at the fact that, we haven't made any sales on the site yet, because it hasn't officially launched. We just have the funnel up, but we have the information on how to make sure that the sales are going to be there. So we're just going to continue to put that work in, that effort in every week. We're going to continue to put in 8 tasks every week. And then when we reach our goal, then we know we know what we need to do next time. We know what we need to do on our next 12-week program to get that same goal going, to get that same type of achievement going. So that's the whole focus. That's the mentality that I go into it. I never, sit back to feel down about something that I know that I've been putting work towards. Just got to fine tune it. Just got to keep working, putting in those tasks and making sure, or putting in those lead measures and activity to make sure that we hit the actual goal, instead of, feeling down like, oh, I'm putting in all this work, I'm not seeing nothing. Like, nah, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Because we've already achieved 2 of our goals. 2 of our wildly important goals are already gone. So that's how we already know that this process works. Some achievements may take longer than others, and some you might have to go the full 12-week program. Some you may not hit in that first 12 weeks. It may take 24 weeks. It may take 36. It may take 36 weeks. You never know how long it may take, but you are continuously pushing your business forward in that time period. You're continuously pushing your business forward. All right, weekly reflections. So we are on week 11. Let's go ahead and put week 11 up. What worked for me this week? I focused only on one project for the whole week, so I didn't focus on anything else. I only focused on that client's project on that client site the whole week. Didn't focus on anything other than that. I used a new tool that's going to impact the business productivity, which is Asana. That was how me and my VA were able to communicate together. Was on Asana. To do, doing, done. A lot of those tasks we were moving through that task board, and I combined that with Notion, and I feel like it kept me on point with what I needed to get done, as opposed to um, Notion is a lot bigger. It's a lot more robust in terms of a workspace, and Asana is more like just a task database. Like these are the tasks. Let's hit these tasks. So I use Notion as my big project board, and I use Asana as my smaller, more honed in project board that me and my VA communicate on. So I think that worked for me. I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm going to refine Notion a lot more. It's not going to have. I'm not going to have as many tabs as I have of it right now. I'm going to refine this a lot more and probably really get it niche down, and then let Asana still be my way of communicating with my VA, and then have Notion be my big workspace where all my ideas and everything flow. And I make sure I get those lined up. And then whenever I have the tasks that need to be done and that my VA needs to get done, I'll put that into Asana. Then we work through those, and I go back to Notion, see what I need to get done, put it in Asana. So that's what I think really worked for me. I like that way of making it flow. So I'm gonna continue that path. What didn't work, waiting until the last minute to really lock in on some of these tasks. I for some reason, ever since I was little, I do my best work at the last minute. I have no clue why. And this is even since I was a kid, like with projects and stuff. My mom will tell you, me and my mom done we pulled off some first place prize science projects last night before, going crazy. we, we just up late at night, last minute, just I don't know why that's when your creativity or whatever flows. I don't know if anybody else has felt this before. But that last minute effort be different than that. You got all this time to do it. But I don't want to make that a habit. Of course, I don't want to make that a habit because, as you see, I missed a couple meetings yesterday because I was sick. I was out of it. So can't make that a habit. I got too many things that are too many projects that I'm working on. Too many people that count on me being a part of. Either the team, either my clients that I'm working with, they count on my presence. So if I'm not at least 70 to 100%, at least I want to give everybody my 100%. But if I'm not at that, in that peak form, when I meet with them, then I'm doing them a disservice, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, Foxy, we can't have it be a habit. Can't have it be a habit. I can't do that no more. Reason being is, the work might be good, but what it does to your body and what it does to your mental and what it does for you to recover, it doesn't help your business. You lose a day of business. I lost a whole day of business, maybe 2 days. I'll even say, because I worked all Friday, but then after work, I'll say I didn't even have enough to do that stuff. So to lose almost a day and a half, that wasn't worth it. So I need to get a little bit better with that. So what adjustments I'll make sure I spread out my tasks throughout the week and have a minimum of 2 calls with my VA to make sure we're on the same page for the next project. We had 1 call. Me and the VA, I think we had one call this week. So I want to have a minimum of 2. Because I think there were a couple things that we missed on, and that was because of just communication. So not only is communication important with your clients and the people that you're giving your service to, it's also important with your team. Delegating tasks is something that is new to me in the entrepreneurial space. Not in the corporate space. I've done it before, but in the entrepreneurial space, it's different because this is your baby. Like, it's different when it's your baby. When you're working on somebody else, when somebody else's business, hey man, the boss told us we need to get this done. I need you to get this done. That's easy because it's a set of tasks. You ain't really attached too much to it. Whatever the boss say need to get done, hey, team, this is what we got to do. So it's not that hard. I don't think in the corporate space because it's set up differently. But in the entrepreneurial space, you have your hands in everything, and it's kind of hard to let go of the reins. Be like, oh, please get this right, like please do this correctly, because I mean I can't. I don't have the time to do it, but I need somebody to get it done. And if they miss on it, it's like like man, like whose fault is that? And it's really your fault. So that's where you have to understand that you are the CEO of your business. I know that word's been tossed around and kind of messed up, but you're the leader in your business. Let's just say that we'll take CEO out of it. You're the leader in your business. So when you delegate tasks to your team, whatever they get done is a reflection of how you communicated it to them. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on communicating what we need done for our clients, for our business better with my VA, so we can, push forward. So 2 calls a week. I think that's going to cause. Then I won't. I probably, if I had 2 calls with her last week, I probably wouldn't have had that Thursday night late night run, because some of the stuff that I asked her to do was what I did on that night, and she had did something else, which still helped. She did something else, but it was because the communication on what I asked her to do wasn't exactly specific. So she had worked on another part when this part needed to be done. So I had to go back and do that part um, because she missed on this part. Like I said, it's a reflection of how you communicate, the delegation that you give to your team. So I took that as it was a reflection on my communication, because she was working hard. She was getting through tasks, all week. So I need to work on my communication, make sure she understands what needs to be done. So we're going to set up 2 calls for this week, and next week I'll tell y'all how that goes. If it needs to be 3, we're going to change it for 3 next time. If it needs to be 4, then we're going to change it to 4. Whatever needs to be done, you got to make that change. So we only had 1 last week. Had 1 or 2 miscommunications, so now we changing it to 2 calls, and we're gonna see how that works for us. So I think that's gonna be the adjustment that I make for this upcoming week. Wig breakdown, first milestone. When I hit these 10 sales, y'all will be the first to know. Milestone 2 will be 25. Milestone 3 will be 50. I really hope that they all happen as soon as we officially launch this new site. They want to put more inventory on the site before they officially launch it. It's launched in our books because we handed it over to the client, so it's available now. But before they let their customers know, and before they put it on Google My Business, they want to add some more products to it, which is understandable. But I'm hoping all this happens in one day. Let's see how that works. And that is the wig breakdown. Now, our lead measure tracker. These are the key tasks that we want to get done. So the key tasks that I want to get done, and this is what I wanted to talk to everybody about this week. I want to launch the Achieve More Playbook course. Every week I keep pushing it back. This week, that is my sole focus. I'm not focused on anything else but the Achieve More Playbook course. We're going to have a whole rollout for it. Next Sunday is the scheduled rollout date, our first date of releasing it. And then after that, we're going to have weekly sessions. So the first session, we're going to go live. I believe is, I want to say we're going to go live at least 1 time during the week, and then we're going to have the Achieve More Huddle. So the first one is going to be, I have it written down right here, I believe. Did I have it written down? I have it written down somewhere. Hold on 1 second. Let me find it. Okay, yes. So we're going to go live during the week, every week, and we're going to have Q&A sessions that basically lend towards the actual Playbook course. Achieve More Playbook course. So the scheduled date for the rollout is going to be next the 30th, so March 30th, and then we're going to have a wig Q&A session during the week. I'm going to tell y'all when all this is scheduled. Y'all will know beforehand. You'll get emails, and it'll be in the collective as well. So it's going to be a wig Q&A session. So that's where I'm going to go live. I'm going to be on there strictly to help everybody with their wildly important goals. We're going to talk about your wildly important goal. We're going to talk about how to construct it. We're going to talk about what the results should be coming from it. We're going to break down everything just about the wildly important goal. And then from that live, you'll be able to purchase the course as well, and go through the course yourself. But I'm going to be focused with helping you that on that particular Q&A session on your wigs. So anybody that has a question about, I don't know if this is the right wig. I don't know if this wig is going to actually push my business forward. I don't know how to construct my wig. I don't know what a wig is, which is a wildly important goal. We're going to go over that. I don't know how to do lead measures for my wildly important goal. All those things we're going to talk about on that Q&A session. So the next one will be the following week, and it's going to be constructing your calendar. So I'm going to help everybody construct their calendar. We're going to be on live. It's going to be a constructing your calendar Q&A session. I'm going to show you my calendar and how I constructed it, how I fit time into my schedule, because it is a lot more busier since I got my new job. So I'm going to show you how I fit time into my schedule and what I've done for my wildly important goals. And we'll go over how to use Google Calendar, any other calendars. Google Calendar is one I use. So I highly suggest that one. It's a free one and it's a paid version. So I'll show you the paid version and I'll show you the free version as well. And then the next one is going to be constructing a scoreboard. So the scoreboard I currently have is in Notion. We're working on constructing one for Asana because, like I said, Asana is a lot easier to navigate. It's a lot more friendly, user friendly. So we're working on one that we can give to you guys for free. So when constructing your scoreboard comes up, we should have the free Asana version that we can give to you, and where everybody can do it together. If not, then we'll do if we don't have that available, we'll do one where you can write it down. You can handwrite your scoreboard, and we'll go over how you construct your 12-week scoreboard, so you can make sure you're keeping track of actually what you're working on and moving towards your goal. The reason for the scoreboard is you want to being able to visually see how much progress you made. It makes a world of difference. I don't care if you think it does or not. I promise you, if you see, man, I got 4 tasks done last week, I need to ramp it up. I got 8 tasks done last week, I'm doing really well. And then you start to realize how much further along you are in your business than where you started at. A lot of my clients didn't even understand, didn't even realize how far they came until I told them. I'm like, you do know that this was your goal at the beginning. You already hit that goal. They already way past it. They're not even thinking about it. They're like, oh, snap, you're right. Oh, okay, yeah. Like they've gone so far in a small amount of time that they don't even realize that they're hitting their goals because they structured it. They've had this framework. So the scoreboard is important. Scoreboard is just as important as any other thing that we're doing in this, because being able to visually see your progress changes how you approach this program. If you're not able to visually see it, you're just going to be doing things. You're not going to know what exact progress you're making. And then you don't know if you're not making progress. So you also want to know if you're not making progress, because then you can reconstruct your approach. You can refine your approach. You can change what your wig may be. I've changed. I mean, if everybody's been here since the beginning, I've changed 2 of these wigs. At one point in time, the wig number 1 was get a cybersecurity certification. And we changed that to get a Scrum Master position because I already had the Scrum Master certification. And that was going to help me get the money, the freedom in order to work on my business better. So you'll see exactly what's going to work better, as opposed to, just doing things and not knowing if it's helping or not helping your business. Now, I've already went into the spiel about why the 9 to 5 is helping me run my business, because it takes away from the thought process of you're running your business out of desperation. Running your business out of desperation is difficult. It's not impossible, but it's really difficult. If everything you do, you got to make money on it, as opposed to you really working on your business and knowing that the money's going to come later, and actually putting the work in to make your business profitable for the future, and not it having to be profitable from day one, because there's not many businesses, if any, that are profitable on day one. I honestly, I can't even tell you which ones those are. And even if they are profitable, a lot of those businesses put their profits back into the business to make it grow. So it's a struggle when you're operating your business out of desperation. So that's why getting At first, it was getting a cybersecurity cert because I wanted to get a cybersecurity position. I changed it to the Scrum Master position because I was in that time, in between that time, I was taking two classes. I was taking the cybersecurity class. I finished that class, and then I took the Scrum Master certification class, and I finished that one. And I saw it was a I wouldn't say easier path, but the it was more opportunity getting a Scrum Master position than getting a cybersecurity position at that time. So we changed our wildly important goal to the Scrum Master position. We got that. So I say all that to say that's why the scoreboard is important, because we saw exactly where the progress was going to lead to getting to the goal. If the progress wasn't happening in one area, we switched the goal, we switched the wildly important goal so that we could hit that goal, so we could push our business forward. So that's what the scoreboard is for. We're going to have one of those sessions. Um, Another session, how to make lead measures for your wildly important goal. That's going to be a Q&A session. So lead versus lag. How to complete tasks without distractions. So we're going to go through a whole focus work, understanding how to focus, understanding what focus work is about, understanding how to beat distractions, understanding how to complete tasks without having the distractions. We'll go through a whole Q&A session with that. And then that first month of the rollout of the actual course, the last week in the month, we're going to do the case study for Jazz. It's going to be the successful entrepreneur that uses the Achieve More Playbook. She still uses the Achieve More Playbook. She still uses the structure of it. She was the first client. She's the reason why we're here, and the reason why everybody is having access to this structure and this framework is because she asked me what I was doing and how I can help her with what she was overwhelmed with at the time, which was her schedule, which was everything that she had going on. We introduced this framework. I told her about what I was doing, and then it just skyrocketed from there. She was like, "Hey, you need to show my collective. You need to introduce this to more people." And that's why, like I said, that's why we're here. So that's going to be the rollout. I'm really excited about that. So when I say launch Achieve More Playbook course as the key task, that's going to be the trigger that sparks all those other live sessions that we're going to do week by week by week, leading up to the Achieve More Playbook case study, which will be on Jazz on that final week. So it's going to be really exciting. And then not only are we going to be doing that for that month, we're going to do that every single month. So just like we have the Achieve More Huddle, we're going to have a session just for wigs every month. So we're going to have one just for wigs every month. We're going to have one just for constructing your calendar every month. We're going to have one just for your scoreboard. We're going to have one just for your lead measures, and just for completing tasks without distractions. So every month we're going to do that every single month. So you'll know which dates that you want to tap into, which dates that you may need help with. Let's say you're going through the course and you say, "Hey, I need help with constructing my calendar. Like I did that part of the course, but I need to go back to this session and talk to them and be around the community that's actually doing this to get a little bit more help." Then you'll know exactly which session to tap into. So and if you know anybody else, if you know any other business owners that are, going through this same, type of process or situation, which is every business owner, to be honest, in some form or fashion, because we've done case studies where it's the solopreneur or the mompreneur. Now we're going to do the successful entrepreneur. So it fits any different type of entrepreneur. So if you know any other entrepreneurs that you would like to be a part of this, please tell them about when we're doing these Achieve More Huddles, and then tell them about the Achieve More Playbook course. And that is going to launch on the 30th. I'm calling it now, March 30th. It will be launched, and we will be doing, I'm going to send out emails, and I'm going to send out dates on the Black Sunflower Collective. So it'll be on there. But yeah, we're launching that. That's happening. So really excited about that. That's going to be the key task for this week. And we're going to get that done. Pam said, "Yes, congratulations. I'm excited." Yes, I am excited too, Pam. I am really, really, really excited about that. I'm really, really excited that we're going to be here. Our goal for this, and I'm going to go ahead and say my goal. My goal is 20 people per month signing up for the course. I'm going to hit that goal. We're going to get 20 people a month. Y'all are going to be with me for the whole journey. We're going to get 20 people a month signing up for the Achieve More course. And we're going to be, changing some people's mindsets. We're going to be changing people's perspectives. We're going to hit some wildly important goals. We're going to be achieving a lot more in our business, and we're going to be taking our businesses to the next level together in this community. We're going to be doing this all together. So I'm really excited to launch this course. And I don't want it to be like everybody else's, I launched the course, come learn from me. No, it's really going to be a hands-on course where you're actually, you got homework, you have things that you need to write down, you have things that you need to actually go do. So it's going to be active learning. It's not just going to be you taking it is some tests at the end of every, there are assessments at the end of every module, but within those modules are going to be things. Each module you should come out of it with something tangible that you can use towards your wildly important goal and towards your journey of the Achieve More Playbook. So that is the actual goal. And the only reason I'm doing it this way, as opposed to doing a whole bunch of one-on-ones and stuff, is because this will allow us to get out to more people and grow our community together. So when we do the Q&A sessions, the WIG Q&A sessions, everybody can get taught at the same time, as opposed to it being me doing one-on-ones every single time. So yes, it will keep us more accountable. Yes, there will be homework involved. There will be things. I may even ask you to kind of turn it in. I think there's an option on it. And that's why I keep testing. That's why I keep pushing it back, because there's some things in the course that you can do that I'm trying to implement, and I didn't fully test it out, and I just don't want to throw anything out there. And last week, like I said, I was only focused on that client's website. So I was like, this week, everything is Achieve More Playbook course. Same way I was focused on that client's website last week. This week is all Achieve More Playbook course. So on the 30th, we're gonna start that. We're gonna launch the course. Everybody will have the option of, so you'll be able to have the package will be, you could buy the course alone by itself, or you can buy the course and you get two individual sessions as well that you can schedule with the course. So that's gonna be like the bundle, and then you can just buy the course alone by itself, and you can be a part of the Q&A sessions if you want as well. So a lot of good stuff that we're going to be doing in this upcoming month. I'm excited to launch it. I'm excited to go on that journey and grow our community. That is going to be our goal. Our goal is to grow this community, and our goal will be to be able to help more people go into this framework and be able to change how you approach your business goals. That's my goal, is to change how you approach your business goals, so it doesn't feel like it's so overwhelming for you to do these things. Because like I said, a lot of this has been adapted from the 4 disciplines of execution. I read that book last year, and it changed my whole mindset on how I approach my business. Like I said, that book was designed for corporations and departments within corporations to hit, the goal that the big business wanted to hit. So they would roll this framework out to smaller departments, smaller stores, or whatever the case it was, and they would implement it. And they were finding that, through this process, all these departments were hitting these numbers, and they were blowing past what the corporation was expecting it to do. So I adapted it to entrepreneurs and how it can work for solopreneurs, how it can work for people that have 9-to-5s. I adapted it for us because I'm like, hey, if we can use this framework in this type of business, think about how much further we can get with our businesses from there. So that is the whole purpose of what we're doing. I want to be able to help you see, this is how, I'm gonna get to this goal, as opposed to just looking at the goal and being like, man, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but we're gonna break it down. We're gonna put it into a framework, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to our next level. So yes, 20 signups per month. We're gonna get there. We're definitely gonna get there. And then my other key task will be to get 10 sales for that's our first what's that called? That is our first milestone. That's the word I'm looking for. Milestones. So that's our first milestone. So the next key task will be to get 10 sales on that website for the client. They're going to be adding inventory, so it should be live. And I'll send that out too, because the client, the client has a lot of great deals on their site, and I think everybody will be. They have a lot of good products. Like I said, he sells name brand goods. He gets them at a wholesale price, and he's able to give really, really good prices on name brand types of products. So I'll make sure to put that in the so y'all can see a part of my work as well. So I'll be sure to put that into the Black Sunflower community, and you guys can go look at the site, look at what I've done. If anybody needs a site like that done, then you can reach out to me for that as well. But that is the last part. Week 11. This week's wins. We got 9 tasks done. We beat the 8 task goal, and then we got the YCS site completed. So yes, those were the 2 wins, and that is the celebration for this week. That is what we got. Always got to celebrate your wins. Always got to celebrate your wins. Always got to celebrate and acknowledge the progress that you've made. Always do that. But that is the end of the Achieve More Huddle for today. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to ask anything? Let me know. I told y'all I was going to be rambling a little bit. I was going to be rambling a little bit today. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, I did learn a valuable lesson. For sure. I learned a valuable lesson. I do not need to be doing things last minute. I need to give myself some rest. I am not a robot. Thank you, Pat. I will get some rest. Trust me, I will. I'm gonna be ready to go. When we roll this course out, be ready to go. I'm gonna be 100% then. Best believe it. Be 100%. Foxy, like I said at the beginning, we are praying for you and your family, the whole community. We're behind you. Whenever you're ready to get started again, like I said, take your time. No need to. This is a part of the life part that we talk about. That I've talked about with my clients, like where they've had life events that happen, and like I didn't get that much done this week, and I'm like, yo, that's perfectly fine. All the activity you put in the weeks prior gives you a little bit of cushion for when things unfortunately happen in your life. So take your time getting back to that, and we're praying for your family for sure during this time. But if nobody has any questions, I am going to get up out of here. Pam, I'm going to send you a link. We're going to reschedule for today. Give me about an hour, and I'll send you over that link if you're available. Matter of fact, I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email, Pam, for what time we're going to go ahead and get that done. And then Justina as well. I'm going to send you an email so we can get scheduled for this week as well. If nobody else got anything, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. And y'all have a great Sunday. All right. See y'all later.